Hello family, and a welcome to another video about the eccentricities of the millionaire kids, brought to you by Domingero. This sequence is undeniably shaping up to be an extraordinary journey. Before we dive into today's segment, which you can anticipate to be wildly entertaining, I would like to express my gratitude for all the encouragement you've shown. If you're keen on seeing more, make sure to hit that like button, because what we have in store is merely a teaser of what's to come, just as you witnessed in our last episode. If you haven't seen it, go watch it because it's really good. Basically, the millionaire girl decided to take revenge for her birthday present against the millionaire boy Fofo Máquez and came up with the magnificent idea of giving him a Ferrari 458 Italia. Can you imagine that on your birthday your enemy gives you a truck? How would you react? You'd probably say, heck yes, I'm going to make friends again. But no, among the millionaire kids, my friends, they decide that's not enough and you have to buy them something more expensive. In this case, he decided to surprise him with a Ferrari, but said that was not enough and that she was going to give him a much more expensive gift.
I hate you, Domingero. Give me your Ferrari.
First, you have to do something bad. The truth is, I don't really know how it works. Today, we are going to understand it. But yes, I gave him a Mustang out of friendship because the guy is here by my side. He's always helping me. He is recording me. He caresses me at night. Don't believe it, don't believe it. That's to Fofo, that's to Fofo.
Then they say that this is not how we bill.
Which, by the way, happens with Fofo and his new fling. I believe we will be talking about that in another video. But yes, so my friends, today, we relocate again. We're heading to the airport. Because it's a private airport. Don't think we're going on a trip, my friends. Fofo thinks they're going to take him to the Maldives, that they're going to take him to Dubai, that I'm going to be giving him a tour. But what he doesn't know is that the gift isn't going to be a trip, but it will be something material. The truth is that with the Ferrari, he's thrilled. Just think, when they reveal, Susan's gifting him a private chopper. Honestly, I'm clueless where he'll store it, lacking a helipad. Let's drop the topic. Stick with me to the video's end to discover the copter's features, its price, and her reasons for purchasing. Let's move on, my friends. Let's do it! Fofito, you'll face a timeout, stay in the lobby, get cozy as Susan reveals what she's offered you. So, we're on a helipad, and I'm just saying it sounds like a trip to the Bahamas. Just the two of us, all inclusive. What do you think?
In fact, Susan has always been in love with me, so I wouldn't be surprised if she took me to the Bahamas or to your lands of Dubai, Spain, Ibiza.
What do you prefer? Do you want a little detail or what? Or, put differently, I underwent an event or something tangible.
Let's see. Honestly, I think it'll be quite an experience, don't you? Being here, it seems it's not just something tangible.
A private jet, right? Well, brother, so there you cool off and turn on the air conditioning here. And so now we'll inform you, okay? And well, now, yes, indeed. They're making a fuss. Just see for yourself. All right, given that Fofo is currently in the waiting area, it is necessary for me to go along with Susan so that she can present her latest toy to us. Wouldn't you agree? That's precisely the rationale behind his decision. You see, she concluded that she no longer requires his helicopter, and as a result, we're planning a surprise for Fofo. Tell me, have you ever experienced a helicopter ride before?
No, I won't get on.
No? Can you explain the reason for that?
Haven't you seen the video of the boy whose head flies off?
It is often stated that aircraft represent the most secure mode of transportation in the world. However, the reality is that they demand a certain level of reverence. Do you realize Morenito knew how to pilot helicopters?
In fact, I told him, are you going to get on if Dom tells you to get on? And he tells me, obviously. What's more, I'm going to tell you that I handled it.
It's fine. That's how it is recently, a toy that just arrived for her, so obviously we were going to accompany her, and since she already has several helicopters for that, why not use it for Fofo's revenge? In fact, we have one here. I don't know if this is the one. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see, my friend, I'm going to run you over. But I do think that I don't know if this is the old one or the new one. Well, anyway, let's take a spin. We are going to pick up Susan, who is actually already around here. Let her tell us about the toys she has, why she decided to buy them, and why she is going to give this one to Fofo. And let's see what Fofo's reaction will be. Picture receiving a helicopter. Your very own personal aircraft.
So frightening. What should I do? Should I let it go? Nearly 18 million.
Well, obviously they have security and they have a whole team of professionals dedicated to handling it and pilot it, right? So that's why there's no problem, because obviously a helicopter is not about the cost of the helicopter itself, but the maintenance. And having a personal driver to manage it for you. It's pretty wild, isn't it?
I repeat, I would sell it, 18 million. I purchased 3 lands. Many thanks for the gift.
Yes, but when you have so many lands, so many cars, well, you will also have helicopters, right? Well then, my dear friends, life indeed is a risk. So without risk, there is no reward. So well, we have already arrived here. Ah, look who's over there, look who's over there. The good Susan. What's wrong, Susan? Ah, you arrived at the airport in style.
Just look at this.
That's all.
There is the big boss lady, Mamacita. That beautiful hair. Show us. Model us.
Let's check.
Shape and form us into better versions of ourselves. Darling.
Show me the purse. Well, that's it, my friends. This is how you come to the airport. My love here from Swarovski, obviously, right?
Certainly. I'll get it and purchase it.
Well then, has your new toy
Ready.
arrived yet? Let's go see it, okay? Are you ready?
I take this.
You were left without a bag.
It's for her.
You see? It's mine now.
It's just that I'm giving away things.
Hey, what are you going to give me? No, just kidding, just kidding.
Well, she says she brings money. So,
Unboxing. No, just kidding, let's leave it private. Hey, what a good gift, huh?
it's very pretty. It shines very pretty. Lovely. I had seen it on the internet and didn't know it existed.
Swarovski, you are aware that the millionaire girl has a fondness for Swarovski.
She loves it. She loves it.
So they have brought us here to a private helipad. I think this is where Susanna. Sorry, Susan. I always call her Susanna. Has her little toys, right? Yes, which one will it be? Well, she says she doesn't like to ride in helicopters.
I find airplanes appealing. However, helicopters do not attract me in the same way.
So, well, as you can see, we have parked here the little toys that if you didn't see yesterday's video, we did a simulation of what Fofo's defeat is going to be. Which basically we told him that we had given him the Ferrari 458 that we have behind. What would you have said if I had given you a Ferrari?
It'd make me feel like with the Camaro.
Yes, for those unaware. It's yours, darling. I give it to you. I give it to you with all my heart. And this, I don't do it to win you over. I give her a Camaro, but a Ferrari is a whole other level.
Yes, another level. But you know that.
Well, she can afford it. She doesn't depend on me, and she doesn't need me to buy it for her because then they call you a gold digger.
Yes, then they told me I was interested for having taken the car.
Actually, you had no desire to. Take the car.
Recall the time I mentioned that I didn't want to take
She wanted
them
to
by
catch
Coda.
the Bicholet. Sorry. So, well, this was another video. Let's talk about the present. I think Susan has bought a new helicopter, and I think, well, she can explain it to us, right? Let's see. Susan, she's out there taking pictures for Instagram. And well, here we have the quintessential millionaire girl, Susan. What occurred, Susan? Good to see you.
Hello, my girl.
The most eccentric girl in Mexico. Let's see. Why have you brought us here? Maria and I are here, surprised. Poor Fofo is there waiting in the living room.
I'm going to give him his gift.
And at that moment, my friends, I received a call from Fofo, who was obviously in the waiting room. Because obviously all this has happened too quickly while they were preparing the helicopter while she was showing it to me. Well, you know the millionaire kid's ego, right? He makes you wait, but he doesn't like to be made to wait, right? And he started calling me, obviously not to show off, because otherwise he would get angry. But he started saying, Domingero, what is this nonsense? If Susan was going to give me something, or it's a joke, I don't know which it was, my friends. He has absolutely no idea what's coming. Literally, my friends, he thinks we're going to give him a helicopter ride, that we're going to take him to Acapulco or something. Remember that he has a private jet, which, by the way, for those who don't know, we were buying it. Well, his father was buying it and was showing it to me. I'll leave clips here. And the truth, my friends, is that Fofo could easily purchase a helicopter if he wished. Yet there's a difference between you or your dad acquiring it. More likely your dad, correct? And it's quite another for it to be gifted to you, right? So, the truth is that he is very impatient. The truth is that he doesn't even know what to think anymore after the Ferrari incident. So, well, Fofito, from here I tell you, calm down. Good things come to those who wait. But okay, let's continue now for sure so that Susan can give us a tour of the helicopter. No, when she told us she was going to take us through the skies, I never imagined we would literally come to a hangar.
Indeed, to soar in the heavens.
I'm simply saying Fofo owns private jets, so I'm unsure if you're offering him a jet ride or what, but...
We'll discover it.
Yes.
Well, what do you think if you show us? The truth is that we are impatient, aren't we?
Yes.
Show us what this is all about already. Because I see a lot of helicopters, I see a lot of cars. So whatever it is, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a small plane ride.
Well, my family just bought a helicopter. I had another one. But anyway, the joke is that I'm going to give the other one to Fofo.
Could you repeat that? Are you going to give Fofo a helicopter?
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm I've left Fofo, and really he believes you'll whisk him off to Acapulco or something. So,
I'll give it to him.
but I am seeing several little toys here. Which one of them?
This is the one my dad just bought for the family.
Hear this insanity? Observe this, my friends. Truly such craziness. What's your opinion, my love? Should we head to Dubai with this? It's true that it scares him. No, with this we can go wherever we want. How much is this madness valued at approximately?
18 million pesos more or less. Is an Airbus 130.
18 million pesos right here in front of you?
It's just that the whole family couldn't fit anymore.
What's your opinion, darling?
Heading to La Marquesa for a picnic via small plane. By chopper, if you will.
So, are you telling us that you registered one of your helicopters in Fofo's name just because he gave you a truck and you would have given away the Ferrari, which is cheaper? No, because the Ferrari only costs 6 million. And how much is the... How about we show them the Fofo's one first, right? Let's see, because that I am interested in. Now, when it comes to spaceships, this particular model is quite impressive. Observe how awesome Susan appears. I still can't get over that this 15-year-old girl has so much flow. What do you prefer, my friends? A Ferrari or a small plane or a helicopter? What do you prefer?
I prefer a Ferrari.
Consider, as an investment, I think that a helicopter, there you are giving more to the ego. I think a Ferrari draws more attention, right? A small Ferrari. However, well, consider, why settle on one when you can possess both, correct?
Of course.
Quite the beauty. But honestly, no. I would have liked for myself to have this style giving away helicopters at 15, but where do you think you're going to end up? Because if at 15 you're already giving away helicopters, what comes next?
I'm unsure, as yet. I am not even half of what I will be one day.
I like that very much. Ambitious and hardworking, because obviously what your father can give you today, you may not have tomorrow.
Yes.
Therefore, we have to continue our efforts. Indeed, you're going to persist in moving forward, absolutely, and allow the performance to proceed, correct? Ah, I can't get over the sound of this Ferrari. Are you telling me this is Fofo's helicopter?
Yes, I'll give this to Fofo.
Wow, that's really something.
It's a Bell 206 and well, as you know, it's valued at 9 million.
Wow, 9 million. Oh, observe. By a stroke of luck, it's nearly half the price of what you paid. Can you tell me the duration for which your family has possessed it, roughly?
Like 10 years. But they don't use it.
What I like about these helicopters, my friends, is that basically, apart from the fact that you can have a lot of fun with them, is that you can make them profitable. Did you guys grow avocados, or what? For what purpose did they utilize it? Perhaps to get to and from Acapulco.
Indeed, we had a few small routines.
Show me then, okay? I think the driver's around here, right? Do you know how to drive? It makes me recall you ought to create a video featuring the small pilot. He's a friend from us, introduced by Marquitos Toys, hailing from Culiacan, nicknamed Pilot since he's a flyer. I was hoping you'd perform some stunts.
No, kid. Unsure.
We're going to be piloted by a child. I don't know if this is going to crash. I can already see it's going to fall due to overweight. Let me introduce you to the little pilot. So now we're going to take a quick tour. I've had a glance at the number of controls around here, and honestly, I would be totally lost. No, this is something else. You know how to pilot this? Or not? Well, in fact, last time they almost hired Morenito, so I almost ended up without an assistant. Don't you go and... He already has a driver, right? Your bodyguard is screwing over my assistant.
Yes, we hired him. It has now become an integral part of who we are.
Hey, bro, left you for a bit and you sold out? My question is, how much is the maintenance? Because I assume the hangar. The oil, the parking, and... Getting it ready must be quite expensive, right? Well, actually, as you can see, they are performing maintenance on this one. They are running some tests. Let's see what it's about. The Chief's aircraft. My friends, do you know what the cost of maintaining a helicopter is? I mean, what he tips at clubs. I think that's how it's going to be for him. He's going to be out of tips, buddy. The truth is, well, Fofo does make money, but most of his whims are paid for by his father, right? So, I don't think his father is willing to pay for the maintenance if he doesn't even let him use his private jet. You who are in the industry and have managed, approximately how much does it cost to maintain a flight? For example, how much is spent on fuel for a flight?
If it is from here to Acapulco, approximately 6,000 to 8,000 pesos, just fuel.
How much?
8,000.
It isn't a lot, akin to what you'd pay for champagne. I believe the fuel is manageable. Clearly.
What's expensive is technical services, especially in aerospace, are billed hourly. So if it's all hourly, man, say, a propeller issue arises. Darn, 10 hours of labor means paying per hour. Which really adds up, you know?
Here, this man is quite posh. Not everyone can fly helicopters, you know. But yes, I mean, it's the maintenance of the salary. It's the maintenance of the hangar. So, my friend, you should know that they give you a responsibility. But, well, I mean, there are 9 million in assets. So if you're going to use them well, then you can make it profitable, right? There are those who rent it from us to go for a spin as well, right?
Now it's affordable. You're nearing the pilot.
Indeed. Well, look, listen, I could actually have a helicopter. Well, we bought one 200,000 likes, and we bought a helicopter for the channel.
In fact, it can be carried in the truck for transport. We put it in a trailer, we dismantle it, we cut it. We fit it onto a wide trailer, and it's carried in the truck, dude.
I saw it back there, friends.
So yeah, it's kind of heavy, but...
Can you imagine, and eventually, the sleek automobile tipped over due to its heaviness? Something I witnessed in Switzerland during our travels, back when we were in Dubai years earlier, when all was fashionable and smooth, before the wretched COVID era began. I spotted an electric self-operating helicopter indicating that, my friends, such advancements are progressively turning into actuality.
This can be your truck.
See that? Just see.
There we leave it here for you to see it well. It's a Ram that carried 3 tons and couldn't handle 3 tons, and it broke in half, dude.
Such a lovely Pontiac nearby. It'd leave the bills here, correct?
Regarding those dubious enterprises, buddy. When billing, be subtle, okay?
Imagine, locally with a Pontiac, locally with a Lamborghini. Now, my friends, I needed to make this point for better context, and now let's proceed with our journey. Thus, let us hasten to embark on a brief excursion. Might I enter? Might I enter? Let us inspect. I have examined this, and it appears we possess a spacecraft here. What I like, unlike the one you just showed, the one where you will humbly be giving to Fofito, is that this one has much more space. I mean, how many people can fit in here?
6 individuals.
6 people legally. Just kidding. Then the wait. That's where the accidents happen, my friends. But if it's for going with a family, what's the farthest place you have been to?
To Guadalajara.
To Guadalajara, a great destination for shopping around Andares. You know that Mexico City is 5 hours away by car to Guadalajara. Easier, yes? Visiting Sinaloa would be good. Toss that in. Yeah, man. Hey, how many likes for us to go on an adventure with Fofito to... Well, with yours or with his, you can discuss that. I've got about 100,000 likes, okay? Let's take advantage quickly and show what this little gem is all about. Oh, no, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's it. Apologies. My enthusiasm caused a miscalculation. Generally speaking, you can fit 4 people in the rear and 3 up front, which is advantageous as it allows you to accompany the driver. Have a gander. This is akin to the Rolls-Royce in the world of choppers. And many will wonder, Domingero, what kind of people have private helicopters? Well, the truth is, what kind of people did you work with? Let's see, we have here someone who worked. Let's give a little spotlight to Morenito. Come on, tell us.
Well, usually, dude, helicopters are for businessmen, government people. Well, there's a bit of a hustle, you know? Like whoever can afford it also isn't facing a very tough fine.
Well, it depends. There are people who do earn it fairly, so...
I just say there are businessmen and politicians.
Indeed.
It says that one of those two, at least half.
And then there is good politicians, bad politicians.
That is absolutely correct. Everything. There's everything. But usually, most of the flights were governmental. They were... Yes, well, they are the high-ranking officials, senators, messes. They were businessmen from Cancun, who honestly were really top class here. And honestly, they don't buy Ferraris there because in Cancun, in fact, I think there are only like 2 Ferraris. But, well... Indeed, they invest in stuff like at Cancun's FBO, you'll see loads of jets and helicopters, plenty of things.
Exactly, it's the behind the scenes because, for example, those in government cannot spend on Ferrari.
Do you know why people spend a lot on airplanes in Cancun, for example?
Can you tell me why?
Since many premier entrepreneurs or individuals here, well, here, are elite, correct? In Mexico City, every commercial enterprise possesses them. Take, for instance, the individuals running hotels. The agreements are formulated within Mexico City. Individuals engaged in real estate sector will find that the most substantial transactions are conducted right here in Mexico City.
Oh, or for example, if they are from Cancun, they go to Tulum. So they move around a lot and need speed. But in this case, Fofo won't use it to go to meetings, maybe to some meetings with some girls.
The only thing I can picture is Fofo, just like that, all messed up and knowing Fofo. That dude is going to hire me to set up the damn helicopter because that's illegal, like we did in Mazatlan, remember? I am planning to have the blasted helicopter descend and drop champagnes right into the swimming pool at his residence.
I'll drop some clips here for you. It's best to do that now while they're at Fofo's place.
So, it would be an illegal thing that they can take away your license for. But, well, You know, $500.
No, 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 my friends, be lawful, be lawful. I do not want to promote those kinds of things that later burn me, my friends. This is content. This is a simulation. My friends, do not do this on real life. Do not land helicopters in your pools.
Neither on yachts.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. The truth is, I have no words to see myself here. Everyone has been left asking what's going on there. In fact, it's no joke. They were left wondering what's wrong with this crazy guy shouting in front of the truck. I mean, if we already draw attention with the truck. Imagine if a crazy guy starts to raise one's voice. But you see, my dear friends, I am brimming with excitement. I am absolutely thrilled to witness the response in the forthcoming episode when Fofo is presented with a helicopter as a present. Just think about it, Fofo. Could you have ever envisioned anything less than being bestowed with a helicopter? And why is that? Simply because it's not a present that one can merely take lightly. It's not a present meant for the average person. Just picture it, Morenito. If I were to give you a helicopter, what would you even do with it?
I fly and use it for other businesses.
How do you pay for the gasoline? How do you pay for storage? How do you pay? Oh, right, you're a pilot, but Fofo doesn't even know how to drive. How is he going to drive a...
No, well, damn. Maybe his bodyguards will catch him, dude.
But of course, obviously, to be able to fly those types of small planes, you need a license. So it's not like something you can do right away.
I want us to stop there at the air police, dude. Seriously.
Hey, can you imagine taking a bribe in the air police? It must obviously be expensive. You have exceeded the appropriate speed.
You are carrying 15 passengers when your helicopter is for 4, young man.
Hey, I don't want to say anything, my friends, but there's a great series coming up. Traveling all over Mexico by helicopter. Hey, we can make a series like Willie Fox. Do you know Willie Fox? He traveled all over the world in a small plane. So we can do that. We've already done it with cars, but I think it can be really awesome this time. To do it with a helicopter. Oh, that's great. My friends, I'm talking here. Well, the helicopter isn't even mine. It's from good old Fofito. So let's see tomorrow if he really accepts it, because remember, they have the right to refuse. Although I know that if I accept the truck...
Well, yes, but it's tough, dude, that they give you a chopper, honestly. Takes guts, man, to sustain it. Like $5,000.
Monthly or daily? Monthly. Annually? Monthly. It's 1 million or 200,000 a year.
It's not like a car if its wheel bearing fails. It's not too serious, you just ignore it. But if a helicopter's bearing fails, you're in trouble. And that's the end.
You drop it off. And leave it parked here. Just imagine, we leave it here all parked and nothing happens. Well, obviously they will come to strip it. Obviously you can't park it here. It also has plates and the whole deal, so I can already picture it there. In Guadalajara, saying, you don't have the regularized plates, we are going to take it. This is a trap. Imagine, my friends, these are things that happen to us.
Just like some 20,000 pesos from the lot.
For every 20,000, that comes out to a total of 600,000 per month. Hey, I'm getting tired of doing so much math. So, well, this is just to put things in context, my friends. Obviously, tomorrow is the delivery. So I invite you to subscribe and click on the bell so you can see what the reaction of Fofito is, how he is going to handle it. Obviously, I guess we'll take it for a spin. So, I don't know. It looks very exciting. So, my friends, pay close attention to the subject because something is coming. Thus, my gratitude towards you for this is immense. I back your assistance here. I'm more thrilled than Fofo since we'll manage that helicopter, friends. You'll use it for the channel, and it'll yield plenty of content. Hey, a helicopter on the channel is truly unique. It's special.
I'm on a completely different level. Picture this, I manage and we just get to Andares by chopper or something.
Phew. Going to a party, Fofito recently went out. Took a jet. By the way, the private jet that he didn't leave to his daddy. He took another jet and went to party with Nathaniel Cano. Here are the shots for you.
Are you ready, Mexico? Let's party, Natha.
Look, it's not bad, right? An extensive way to party. I can see myself already. The good thing is they say don't drive while you're drinking, so a helicopter it is, right?
So imagine I'm driving blind. I proceed like this without sight when I'm quite inebriated. The chopper touches down smoothly.
Like the movie from the Wall Street who can't even get to the car, I can already imagine him with a plane. Well, let's stop making up stories now for real. Pay attention to tomorrow's video because it's going to be Fofo's reaction. We're going to see his new little gift. What belongs to Fofo is mine. What's mine is yours. So you all have a helicopter. So, Susan, thank you very much for coming.
A helicopter has been arranged for the celebration, all thanks to Mother
That's
Susan.
all? The mom? A 15-year-old girl gifting us a helicopter? What the heck? All right. Remain with us and we'll catch up with you tomorrow in a new Eccentricities episode featuring the Millionaire Kids. See you later, family.